Hello and welcome back. This is David from the Personal Finance Squad. We just finished with section 1.44, the miscellaneous fund. That fund to cover these unforeseen things that happen during the year, yet money is put away to cover them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to handle two more savings vehicles, our last two for Jasper's budget. So we're going to go through 1.45, the rainy day fund, and 1.46, college education. So the rainy day fund really is more for mature budgets. Now you can have one in your budget if you're starting it from scratch, or again if you're going through this exercise as a student for this. However, again, rainy day funds are for long-term things. The savings, for example, is the couple $100 that Jasper's putting away to look for a trip for Hawaii, for example, as we talked about, right? Or he wants to go parachuting. Rainy day fund is for more bigger things that take a long time to save for. So you can see down here, he might want a big Harley one day, or he has a 64 Mustang in his sights. He's always liked one, right? But that's like, hey, and I'd love to get that car one day. You know, we all say we'd love to get that car or that thing one day that could elude us, right? It's kind of like a bucket list item. Another idea might be to refurbish a bathroom as an example. He may be a homeowner if that was the case. Again, the rainy day fund is arbitrary as usual, and you may decide that you do not need the rainy day fund in your budget at this point. So just for purposes of showing this, because when we talk about all of the exercises in our budgeting goals as we go through here, you want to be able to say this is the pinnacle I'd like to reach. So again, you build up to it. So we're going to stick with the rainy day for Jasper. We're going to take a few dollars out of here just because he has the ability to afford it at this point. So arbitrarily, we're just going to say $115, and that leaves $803. Now, college education. Jasper, from the beginning of our book, we said he was a single father, and he wants to start a college education account for his son. So again, he just wants to get the wheels in motion, and after he put some thought into it, and we decided that $100 is what was going to work for him, he takes that away from the 803. That leaves him with 703. So just as a quick recap, Jasper decided to put 401k money in, so that was for retirement. Jasper has an emergency fund. Those are for the unforeseen things if you lose your job or you have a health problem and you can't work for a while. Then he had a general savings. Then miscellaneous. We'll just abbreviate it there. And then we got to rainy day fund and college education. So that totals 6 different funds. Now the 401k is just coming out of his check. So out of the budget itself, all these with the checked items is what he has to manage. So again, emergency fund is very important, and the miscellaneous is very important. It keeps the wheels in motion. So if let's say the car breaks down, the emergency fund keeps the car going. If the miscellaneous account is used, it's for something again like the dishwasher breaks, but it's not usually a big ticket item, but it covers those things that are just unforeseen. These two are very important. Now, you could say, listen, I'm just going to have a savings and a miscellaneous, and that's what I'm going to go with. And those two accounts total $365. You might go, listen, I'm putting $200 in or $250 total for those, and that's just what I'm doing with it. So, again, it's all arbitrary and what works for you and what you can afford. Your income dictates what you can afford, and if your bills are too high, then you need to adjust those bills so that you can afford to live right and you can pay yourself and have a little fun, and also look forward for your future. So these are the 3 elements you have to think about. Okay, so that's a conclusion of our savings vehicles, and we will get into now looking at a more broad perspective of Jasper's expenses and throwing some income in there and starting to see how a budget sheet would kind of play out here a little bit. So thanks for joining, and we will see you in the next clip.